This instrument is called the pardessus de viole, and that means pardessus is above or over the dessous, or treble. It was played in 18th century France by French aristocratic amateur musicians, mostly women, who were prohibited by custom from playing the violin, but they loved the violin music of Corelli. So this instrument was invented to play mainly violin music, Italian and French. It's tuned partly like a violin in fifths, and then the top is tuned in overlapping fourths. This gives me a top G string, and it means that this note here is a high D. So it's very convenient to play all sorts of violin music. This type of pardessus was preceded by a six-string pardessus. And the six-string pardessus was something like a treble, but the bottom string was taken away and there was an extra top G. Now what's the difference between the two? Well, the sixth string was tuned in fourths of a third, like a viol. This five-string pardessus is tuned in fifths and fourths, like a combination viol and violin. My pardessus was made in 1750 by a maker named Louis Garçon. It's kind of interesting. It's a little different from both a violin and a viol. First, it has this lovely head, which is obviously a cherub. And also, it has stripes on the side and on the back. My bow is also 18th century, though it's a little hard to tell the difference between this and a modern bow. And it probably was also used for a violin and a treble viol. The pardessus was played for a number of different things. It was played to play violin music on. It was played to play bass viol music on up an octave. It was played for those pastoral afternoons that Marie Antoinette spent on the grass with the musette and the vielle à roue and the recorder. And it also had its own repertoire of music. Pardessus music can be as fancy as this. Or it can be as simple as this. All music on the pardessus has a wonderful blow to it. And does it really sound like a viol? It doesn't really sound like a violin. This instrument was played until the French Revolution, at which time it wasn't a great thing to be called an aristocrat. It was replaced more by the pianoforte, the guitar, and the harp. But until then, it was an instrument that was very popular just in France, just for 50 years, and has a really nice impact on music today, too.